This has become a bit of a rivalry now, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Leinster vs La Rochelle. It's never a dull game. It's always such a fun game to watch. And to be honest, La Rochelle's normally gotten the better of Leinster. I mean, especially in recent years with this kind of squad that they have right now. I cannot wait for this game. I think it's going to be awesome. I hope the Aviva Stadium is absolutely sold out because it deserves to be for a game like this. I mean, this is like a curtain raiser for the Six Nations, and there's a lot of players from both sides that are going to be wanting to put their hand up for Six Nations spots. All right, getting into the teams. Leinster have gone for P. McCarthy, Dan Sheehan, Clarkson, Joe McCarthy, James Ryan, Jack Conan, Josh van der Fleer, Kalen Doris. That's a phenomenal forward pack. Jameson Gibson Park at 9. Sam Prendergast plays at 10 this week. Kenny at 11. Robbie Henshaw at 12. Riku Ioane gets another start at number 13. T. O'Brien on the wing and Frawley at fullback. The replacements for them are Kelleher, Cahill, Sparrow, D. Mangan, Deacon, McGrath, Byrne, and A. Osborne. A very, very good Leinster team. A very good Leinster team. I mean, this is probably the best team they can put out right now. And just looking at some of those guys, I mean, Dan Sheehan, Joe McCarthy, James Ryan, Jack Conan, Kalen Doris, Josh van der Fleer. Wow. Jameson Gibson Park, Sam Prendergast, Robbie Henshaw, Riku Ioane, and Frawley. Wow. That is a phenomenal Leinster team. That is literally like an island team. At least the island team's getting some minutes before the Six Nations together, because that looks like an island team right there. Wow. Now looking at La Rochelle, they've gone for Wardy, Latu, Antonio, Kante Samba, Will Skelton, Jegu, Aldrit, Lavani Botia, Lagarek, Ihaya West, David Niniashvili, Donevoku, Favor, Noel, Lates, and on the bench they've gone for Lespiak, Penvern, Kuntelia, Douglas, Front, Bejon, Hastoy, and Bollinger. Looking at this team, I think Leinster's got the strongest squad. I know La Rochelle haven't had the best season this year, but they take this tournament very seriously. And I mean, when it comes to this tournament, it's almost like they raise their game a bit more. Like, I firmly believe La Rochelle is the third best team in France right now. I firmly believe that. Obviously, in the top 14, it doesn't show that right now. They've had some bad losses. They've also not played their strongest team in recent weeks. They're really trying to go full out at this Champions Cup, and I mean, this is a game that they definitely have to win. I mean, after the loss they took in Cape Town, they're going to want to get a win this game, and it's a big one. I mean, they've got some massive players here. Winnie Antonio, Will Skelton, Gregory Aldrit, Lavani Botia, Lagarek, Ihai West, David Naniashvili, Jack Noel, and Dylan Lates. They can get this. They can get this win. They can. This is a group of guys that have won this competition a few times. They know what they're doing. This is a phenomenal team. I just don't think they have the firepower off the bench this week. When it comes to these games in Leinster, especially in Ireland like this, you have to have an 80-minute performance. Now, I definitely think the starting lineup can hang on with Leinster and even beat them. But I don't think they can hang with the bench when the bench comes on with those replacements. I mean, there's some really good guys on the bench for Leinster. And I've said in recent weeks as well, especially when Leinster played against Ulster, that I just think in the second half is where Leinster really damages teams. They will come out firing in the first half, but when it comes to that second half, they just keep going. And that's what makes good teams great. So I think it's going to be a tough game for La Rochelle to win. But I'd probably say this is my second favourite game of the week to watch, to be honest. I think besides the Northampton versus Bordeaux game, this is probably the game that I'm going to have my eyes on the most. I mean, this is a phenomenal team from Leinster, phenomenal team from La Rochelle, and let's see what a combined team would look like. Alright, so at number 1, I'd go for P. McCarthy. At number 2, I'd go for Dan Sheehan. At number 3, I'd go for Winnie Antonio. At number 4, I'd go for Joe McCarthy. At number 5, I'd go for Will Skelton. At number 6, I'll go for Jack Conan. At number 7, I'll go for Josh van der Fleer. At number 8, I'll go for Gregory Aldrit. I'll give one. I think Gregory Aldrit, captain versus captain, I'll go for Gregory Aldrit. At number 9, I'm going to go for Gibson Park, even though Lagarek is phenomenal. At number 10, I'm going to go Ihai West. I think Ihai West is a very good player. I mean, Sam Prendergast is a very good player as well, but I just think he's got a long way to go still. He's still a good player, but I think Ihai West I'll go for this one. Number 11, I'll go Niniashvili. Number 12, I'll go for Robbie Henshaw. Number 13, Riku Ioane. Number 14, I'll go for Jack Noel. And number 15, I'll go for Frawley, even though I really like Lates as well. So, I mean, the balance of power is more in Leinster's favour, but it's nearly a 50-50. I mean, most of the time when I'm making these selections, it's a bit of a 50-50 choice in my mind. So, yes, Leinster has a few more players on a combined team, but that's just my preference. I mean, it all depends on what happens tomorrow. So, looking at the team sheet and on paper, I think Leinster should win this game. So, my prediction is going to be Leinster by 8, but this La Rochelle team has had big wins before, like really big wins, and against this Leinster team, especially when it matters most. So I think this is a big game for La Rochelle. Can they get it done? Yes. Will they get it done? I don't know. My prediction is Leinster by 8. I think this is a very good Leinster team. They've gotten over the hump of one of the tournaments last year in the URC. Can they get it done in the Champions Cup? I think they can. I don't know if they will win, but I think they can win. So I think it's going to be a very, very close game. And I think this whole tournament's going to be very close. I mean, deciding who's going to win between like Northampton, Stormers, Leinster, La Rochelle, Bordeaux, Toulouse. There's so many quality teams. Bart, Saracens. There's so many quality teams. It's so difficult to make up our mind of who's going to win. But I think for this game, Leinster will get the better of La Rochelle at the Aviva Stadium. La Rochelle not with the strongest performances so far this year, not the strongest bench, but I still want to see them come out and playing the rugby I know they can play, because this game is going to be some absolutely electric rugby, and La Rochelle is just not a slouch team at all. You can't take them for granted. They are one of the better club teams in the world, and I can't wait. So guys, if you did enjoy that video and you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. We're at 500 subs now. Really appreciate all the support. I mean, it's been only 2 months. I mean, it's Champions Cup now this week and next week. I'll be away next week, but then it's Six Nations. We're going full out for the Six Nations. We'll be doing previews, reviews, player ratings for every team, discussing selections, discussing news and everything. So yeah, guys, subscribe if you want to be there for that. And we also got all the other internationals throughout the year. I cannot wait, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.